Welcome back to Nugget Garage. After this thing's made some pretty good power on the dyno, we're going to get into doing catch cans and stuff on onto this thing, and then
not happening. It's my week.
What are you doing, bro?
We're going to go and work on mine.
But it's technically VL week. You missed out last week. Alright, so apparently we're doing some crap this week. This is it.
It's way better looking than a VL. Alright, so this week, well, last week and the week before, Ben was a bit low on motivation, a bit busy at work, so I still got stuff done on this. I tackled some of the more painful jobs. Didn't really film them because...
It's a bit hard to film actually because it's very tedious and time consuming. And
yeah, and one of the things was done in an industry standard manner, which I won't show. Probably got there in the end. Jeff Dell got my converter back.
Yeah.
Didn't fit, which we thought it might not. So then the mate of mine, Kip, had to machine some snouts and shorten some input shafts and space some stuff.
It wasn't going to be an easy converter to make fit though, was it?
No, the Delo's bell housing is really shorter than what a power glide converter normally is. So I don't know why they make them that way. Is what it is.
Anyway,
but it's in there now, it's bolted in, the gearbox is in for good. I've still got to make the rear cross member mount for we put the tail shaft in and bolted it up to the adapter. That fits bloody awesome, it's going to be good.
Yeah, the tail shaft actually fits.
Yeah, spot on.
Jesse.
Thanks.
Yeah, Kenny done well.
So yeah, we had to do this front intercooler pipe, so it goes in under the chassis rail on the inside of the cross member, I guess, and then back out and around to the intercooler. That required somewhat of a notch, but it's in there and it fits, and we're down to pretty much making the oval pipe. I've been next door and used their hydraulic guillotine.
Yeah, that thing's cool.
So I could only get 100mm strips, so we've cut one strip down to 90 because we figured this actually ends up flying a little tiny bit over 3-inch. Yeah. Whereas when it was 80, it was just under.
It was like 2 3/4 or something on it. Turned out.
I've done one transition. It's, well, not quite, but close to. It's time consuming. Yeah. Each piece has to be hand formed and bashed, and I'm not a metal basher. I am now.
Industry standard.
But basically got a bit more clearance. It's going to be like that either end. Up on the floor. Fits pretty good. I'll get some video of making the other half of that. Yeah. Maybe.
And to stop it blowing out, you had the idea of attaching it to the floor?
Yeah, I'm going to put 10mm tubes through each piece and bolt that up to nut certs in the floor, and that should stop it from ballooning. Yeah. Plus I weld every 500. Yeah. It should be okay.
So it should be fine.
I'll just keep enough boost to beat you and then leave it at that.
Are you going to cut like half the weight out?
I'll go on a diet. This pipe here, actually, the painful thing that for me is the headers normally sit on studs, and it's pretty easy to get your hands up there and get the nuts on the studs all lined up. Now with that pipe there, I had to have the headers off to get it in, and I can't get the headers back in with the studs. So I'm going to have to fiddle around with bolts trying to start them when I can't even see them or touch them.
That'll be fun.
I'll get Jake to do it.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
We've done oil cooler stuff too.
Oh yeah, we've got oil pumps in, trans cooler,
kind of thing.
/ oil cooler.
Yeah.
So this week we should get to the stage of ordering fittings, lines. I've warned my credit card. It's coming. I'm going to use speed flow stuff, so it's going to be expensive.
Ooh. Yeah,
but it'll be good though.
There's plenty, yeah.
And then after that, it's going to be disassembly, ceramic coating, final assembly, and then car on the ground, wiring.
No VL.
Stuff like that. So this one was actually made for the back, not the front. It's just pretty bloody close, and being symmetrical for some reason. So it's going to sit there. I'm just going to let us turn and get up to here. Pretty decently actually. Should have pretty good ground clearance. Should be able to get these posts up into nut certs alright.
So it'll fit pretty well, eh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, because I had to change angle and these bits were a bloody nightmare to work out. And the floor may need a wee bit of massaging up here.
Just like industry standard
Industry
massage.
standard. I'll tell you what, passing this tube through that table saw with the meat axe on there, that was sketchy, eh?
Bet it was.
I may have head
Grind
on
is bad
something.
enough.
Yeah, this little cuts in it will let us change angles and follow the floor profile as well.
That'll be pretty good.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing.
Almost.
This is why I have junk all over my table. I got my calibration wrong by about a mil. Just going to do a quick test.
You love it?
I'm kind of thinking that I might have f***ed this pipe angle up a little bit.
Ordinary it.
Cut that short a little bit, big roll.
Probably cut the other spigot shorter too, right?
Yeah, good creative tapping up here.
Industry standard clearancing.
So we're fixing a problem that shouldn't exist. We should just put the turbo in there. Alright, so now I've welded a plate onto the in bracket that incorporates everything. Bolted the pump to that with the rubber isolators. These pumps people have been having problems with, from what I can tell. Yeah, they run 3 gallons a minute of flow, and a lot of people just run them flat out and they get hot and they draw lots of current. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to actually run it referenced to a pressure sensor. I'm going to use a table on the Haltech and PWM to control the pump speed via a solid state relay, which should let me speed up and slow down the pump and just maintain a preset pressure at the turbo. So that may end up being flat out, I don't know, but if not, it should make the pump run cooler and use less current and make it happier, hopefully. And I've got a temperature sensor in here as well, so if I want to get tricky I can change pressures based on temperature and viscosity and all that nerdy stuff. So the line's going to go through this Durali split this is actually a twin circuit oil cooler, so I'm going to use it for transmission fluid and engine oil. Got to run the lines up obviously to the gearbox. Keeps getting me some hydraulic hose mounting locks, so I should be able to nutsert and run those 2 lines and a couple of other things down this side. And the fuel lines, we'll probably use the existing fuel line brackets and industry standard zip ties, maybe.
Yeah. Zip ties work.
I want that, yeah. Alright, get into it.
Nice rack.
Yeah, Scott from Next Level got me a reconditioned one. He also gave me some nice bush as well. A bit of rack and bush.
Bit of rack, bit of bush.
We've also got a new workbench.
That's actually probably the most weight this thing will ever carry again.
Yeah, I don't think it can I don't think it'll carry much,
Too much on it.
This is Ben's.
We'll show the people.
Ben's over the top funny truck.
This is what used to look like yours once.
Yeah, it's gone a bit wild.
It's gone a bit mongrel. This is the Ben we always pick on for anybody who wonders. That's because well, Ben.
So it's the same as mine, 1UZ, but it uses the Jacko Nissan Auto.
Yeah.
And then Ben being Ben put twin GTX 3076s on it.
I think he's aiming for 9s.
Yeah, he's out of control.
So he's trying to make that a 9-second pro mod truck or something. Big wheels and junk.
We'll push this thing out the road and... Oh yeah.
That's more fun stuff.
Yeah.
We'll show the people that too.
I'm supposed to be making an airbox for it, but it seems like it's impossible to get velocity stacks at the moment. So maybe next week.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a Yamaha R1 engine. Looks like one of those UK conversion kits, like Z cars or something like that. I've got to tune it and do the airbox. He said something about nitrous as well.
Yeah, he wants nitrous. You should drive it forward. Or start it.
Hey?
Start it for the people.
Start it.
Start it.
Hasn't started in a while.
Listening to a motorbike.
It's in neutral.
That's cool.
It's pretty funny.
Alright, can you just put your stomach on it or something, get it out of the way?
Put my stomach on it. Yeah.
Alright, what's the plan?
So I've got these jiggers made. We've just got to make the middle jigger. But now that I'm thinking about it, we can't really do it on this hoist.
There's a small issue.
Yeah.
There's a small gap to get it in.
I might not be able to get it through there.
With them on the end.
Alright, so this has to go to the other hoist, and the other hoist has stuff on it, and there's cars and shit everywhere, so that's the end of my motivation for that part of the time. So I've readjusted this to give me a little bit more height, well, ground clearance, so it should all work now. This might actually be a blessing because the only tube I had to do this was 10mm, 1mm wall, which is probably too thin. So that might give me a chance to go and get some thicker, because I want to make it stick slightly out proud, so I've got somewhere flat for a washer instead of the weld.
Right. Well, that's not
So
bad.
we'll skip that and then figure out
Or
something
do you
else
want to do the rear bit?
Yeah, okay. You should be able to do that. Providing I have materials.
Oh, I don't know. Are we? Turbo-y stuffs.
It's a negative Ghost Rider.
Negative. Oh, no. Oh, that's a massive fail. Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't even have material to do that.
Well, that makes it hard.
So the problem we've got right now is it's Thursday morning, and this is the last edit day to make a video for Friday. So
Well, that does make it hard.
maybe we just pretend that we've got stuff done.
Yeah, just envision it. Just imagine it.
So if I stand back here again in like a week's time, let's go.
Well,
So that needs to be bolted back in. But then that needs the other hoist too, because I need a door open.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Well, nice rack.
It is a nice rack. Yeah. Actually, that probably needs to go in before it goes on the 4-poster.
Probably
We could do a rack.
do a rack. Do you want to feel each side of a rack?
Yeah, why not?
Do a rack.
Play with some rack and some bush.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that we can do.
Tight little bush and some rack. Rico rack.
What the hell is he going to do with this?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. Well, we know what it does, but it's currently holding the headboard up.
Well, it takes 20 pounds to fill the friggin' thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's Ben. Ben's got some strange ideas. How pesky is rack?
Well, I've never done one.
Sick. It could possibly go wrong. Oh, it's on the front.
Looks like it's just a 12mm bolt on the steering.
It's on the front. Oh, it's...
Knock off some ball joints. The power steer lines aren't even hooked up, so should be able to pull that off, clean that piece up, whack it back on, send it.
That doesn't even look bad.
It's just there.
All right, let's just do that. Let's just do a rack.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a nice rack then.
You just like the firm rack.
I do like a firm rack. Oh. Oh. Oof. Wow.
What size is it?
18. She's tight though.
Double spanner.
Sure. That's what it needs.
You whacking my new tool.
No.
Sounded like you were.
No, I'm not. I didn't do it. Your side was loose, wasn't it?
Huh? No, I'm just stronger than you. Have a hammer. Anti-vibe.
Anti-vibe. Hit it again.
It's still vibing a bit.
It's vibing.
It's not doing it.
I'd want a refund. Hit it.
What?
Hit it.
Now what?
Hit it more. No.
I'm just giving it a little tap just to see if it likes it. working.
Ah.
It worked.
Hit it.
Ooh, the car didn't even fall off the hoist.
Oh! Fucking twice!
But did you die?
A little bit inside.
Oh, there's another job for you up there then, since you're knuckle busting. Sick.
Oh, you suck.
You just need to finger it.
What, the nut?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you're the master of the shaft.
Oh, yeah?
One finger is all you need.
Is the shaft meant to come all the way out of the hole, or is it just like hover there?
Oh.
I think it's hover there.
You're just going to leave the tip in a bit.
Yep. Is that right to come out?
Ooh, let's not play the finger crushy game.
Oh.
You got a rack in your hands. What? It's totally clean.
I know, I was just looking how dirty the bloody thing is.
Because it's sick. Spent so much time on the road. Being awesome.
Except this one.
Oh, f*** off. It was awesome.
Yeah, it hasn't spent much time on the road though.
Yeah, because you f***ing drove it.
Oh. I got nothing.
Oh, that's pretty messy back there, eh?
Like behind the rack.
Up here, yeah.
Just down from the bush.
The fucking... Oh, you're gonna finger your bush.
Ooh. Like the bush. Don't like a floppy bush. What about your lube? There's lube here for your bush.
I
Can I
need
put a
to
bit of
leave.
lube on the bush so you can slip it in?
Why do I want to leave a bush?
Well, slips in easier if you got lube on the bush.
That got its juices flowing. Look at it go now. Pissing out. That's too much.
Running out everywhere.
It's too
No lube on the bush either.
going in. Try and line up my shaft. Oh, it's in. That was easier than I thought.
Oh, nice rack.
I can't get you f***ing nut.
You can't nut. You can't nut it.
I can't get it on there, eh? It's not presenting properly.
Didn't you get your shaft in before though?
I did, the shaft's
But
in.
you can't nut.
I just can't. I can't finish the deal. Where the f*** is it?
Should be just near the hole.
Lefty loosey.
Ooh. It's hemorrhaged.
Yeah, I was leaning against it then. Couldn't handle it.
Can handle the weight.
Yeah.
Fair cool.
It's different for a change for in the morning, eh? Get to play with some rack and some bush.
Yeah. It's not often you come to work and play with a bit of rack.
Rack and bush.
Although, still disappointed you didn't want to leave the bush before you put the shaft in. But anyway.
No, just send it dry.
Is that rack central? This doesn't fit. Oh, you've got that one turned.
I'm in too far as well. I went too hard, too soon.
Went too hard. I don't know how far to go in. Like, I don't know if it wants the full length or whether.
I'll measure your rack. So it's roughly 1568. towed in a fair way.
Towed in.
Yeah. Just got to make the arms longer a little bit.
How much longer?
I don't know, 3 turns maybe. $15.74. $15.76.
That's pretty close.
At least.
Haven't lined up the nut, mate.
Not even the tip.
Not even the tip.
I've got to put those big brakes on yet.
That'll be fun.
That's a problem for another day. Alright, so that was rather uneventful, but I got stuff done, just not on camera much.
Yeah.
The reason why I can't finish this pipe at the moment is if once it's one piece, I can't physically fit it in under the hoist arms.
Does make it a bit hard, yeah.
Yeah. So
Got little big bits on the round on each end, so you can't slide it through.
I'll play with it tonight, maybe, if we get time. So I might still make it in the video, but at this stage, this is it.
Yeah, this will be a bit at the end.
We got to come in early and play with some racks and some bushes,
Yeah.
which is always a good thing in the morning.
Got a rack each. Anyway, what else have we done? Not really.
Oh, gearbox is in, tail shaft's in. I've got to make that cross member. Then once I do this pipe, which I didn't even have any material, otherwise I could have done that this morning.
Would have been done this morning.
So that's
We played with racks instead.
that's a Chris problem. He's my stock person.
Damn it.
So once that pipe's made, then basically it's stripped down, coat some stuff, final assembly, put some heat prevention stuff in there, and
Yeah.
then I will get to what I said I was going to get to, and that's lines and fittings and
Yeah, or
stuff.
probably stuff that's a bit boring to
figured-
watch anyway.
we'd still put a video out because it's better than no video.
Yeah, sure.
And it's red. I like it. It's pretty.
It's no VL, but it'll do, I guess. Anyway,
It's actually pretty dirty.
it is. It's filthy. You should wash it. Take it out the back.
I should finish it faster because it's going to get dirty again
It is.
before it's finished.
We've been asked about stickers and shirts for a while. We've got stickers made up. We've had them for a while. We just haven't bothered selling them. So they're going to be on our website, which we've got going, which is all the internet's nuggetgarage.com or something.
Yep.
.com. And also, we do actually have shirts finally. So they're going to be about $30. It's just the logo on the shirt. They're pretty limited though, because I'm broke and can't afford a lot. But we've got them there, so get on nuggetgarage.com if you want them. $30 plus
It's all
postage.
working. I think Samsung Pay works. I'm still waiting for PayPal to start working.
Okay, yeah. So,
But you can use it. You just got to use Samsung Pay
yeah.
or
I don't know how it works.
one of those other ones. Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll get onto it and get it all sorted.
Google Pay. Sorry.
Google Pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Samsung Pay.
Same bill.
Whatever. Yeah, so get on and buy junk so we can do junk and stuff.
Well, we didn't really do junk.
Get on and buy junk so we can point a camera at us and do nothing. If nothing else, they probably should make a good rag.
I don't know how it's all.
Put your greasy milks on it.
Yeah.
Not a rag yet.
All right. So next week we'll do another video of us doing nothing and then telling you about it after the fact. Oh, actually, no. We'll be doing something.
Only if you buy shirts.
Yeah.
So we'll do stuff. I don't even know what next week's going to be, because there's stuff to do. But anyway, we'll do something and you'll see it.